ah, I'm live, my first live. Hello. Good night. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Wherever you're tuning in from, hello. And welcome to Chit Chat with Berniebella. Me, Bernadine, that's my name. So, how are you all doing tonight? I am your host for the night, and it should be an interesting night. My first live in this fashion. I don't normally do live, but you know what? Trying something different, and we'll see how it goes. So, before we jump into the show, I just want to give you a bit of background information about myself and what to expect from the show. So, as I said, my name is Bernadine. I'm a mother of one child. I am a business owner. I'm a realtor entrepreneur. Um, Realtor is my main job. I do residential and commercial real estate with selling homes, doing rentals, sales of business, and all of that stuff. So on the commercial side, I help people buy or sell convenience stores, gas stations, restaurants, franchises, etc. And on the residential side, I've helped them sell, buy, or rent their homes. Um, I can tell you that right now, it's a crazy market out there. The sellers are loving it because their houses are selling for, higher prices. Like somebody can buy a house in 2020 and sell it back in 2021 and get, 100, 200,000 on the house, depending on the house and where it's located. But that's what's happening in the market right now. The buyers, on the other hand, are a bit frustrated because instead of just putting an offer on a property and getting it accepted and moving on, they now have to put their offers on 2, 3, 4, 5 properties. So that's what's happening out there right now. In the future, I'll have a couple of guests come on to talk about investing in real estate, talk about mortgages, talk about your credit and how that affects your ability to get a good mortgage rate and stuff like that. I also have a health and wellness company where I distribute products made by Total Life Changes. And that company is called Detox with BB. My website is detoxwithbb.ca if you choose to take a look at it. And in that company, I sell detox tea, liquid vitamin C, moss, and other items. And there's a bunch of other things that I'm involved in that I help out with. So, I'm busy. But for tonight, I am going to be your host for this show. And can I tell you that I'm scared shitless? I'll probably be peeing my pants before the end of the night. But hey, it is what it is. So if you're here to keep me company, drop a comment in the comment section so I can see who's here. We can interact, have a good time and all of that stuff. So just want to thank those of you who've already tuned in. Let me know that 1, you can hear me, 2, you can see me clearly, and I'm not just sitting here talking to myself and wondering if anybody can hear me. All right. Okay. So again, if you're tuning in, thank you for your time. Share the live, tell a friend, tell them to join in, and let's have discussions on various topics tonight. So just to give you a background of what this show will be about. For those who know me, know that I love sports. Basketball, tennis, baseball, football, soccer, and the list goes on. So, of course, we're going to have to have a discussion on those topics as well. I've had many heated conversations with regards to politics. If you follow my Facebook, you know how that is. So we'll be talking politics some nights as well, right? Sometimes there'll be entertainment news, current affair, a bit of what's happening in our local community, both here and in Jamaica. And if it's trending, it'll be mentioned. So one topic I won't be touching will be religion, just for obvious reasons. Everybody has their thing that they do. More power to you. So there are times when I'll have different guests on to, I want to try and help to highlight our local businesses and our local business leaders and our local celebrities within our community. So sometimes I'll have different people on to discuss and promote their businesses, and in promoting themselves and their business on that night, we'll have a main topic as well, where we will discuss the pros and cons of that topic. So you, the viewers, will be asked to participate. You can ask questions, make a comment. You may even get invited to join us in studio virtually, of course, because I have that capability. And your participation will give you the chance to win the gift of the week. So this week, the gift that I'm starting out with is my moisturizer that I use in the morning, and it's the Infinity Oil. So for those who have used it, it's the bomb. And for those who have seen me use it, you've seen what my face looks like. Like, I really use makeup, and this thing is just awesome. So that's where we are with the show. So for most part, we'll touch briefly on a lot of topics. I am not here to solve problems. I am not here to solve the topics and those problems, but we can discuss them. We can have a fun time discussing those topics, and we'll enjoy the different points of view, and just enjoy the topics, enjoy the conversation and such. It's a talk show, so there won't be music, simply because Facebook and YouTube likes to shut your page off when you play music that you don't have the rights to. And even though sometimes we'll put that, we're doing it and we don't have the rights to do it and whatever, that still doesn't matter. So, that's where that is in terms of what's happening. Hey, Howard. Hey, Marcel. Thanks for tuning in. So, I've been thinking about doing this for a while, probably about for the last 3 years or so. I've had my YouTube channel up for the last 8 years, but I didn't do anything with it, for the simple fact that I was afraid. Yes. Now, I was afraid to do it because I was afraid of what people would say or think about me doing it, or what their comments would be, or, I wasn't afraid of being on camera, because anybody who sees me out knows that I take pictures all the time. I mean, I don't like my recorded voice. I don't like to listen to my voice on audio, but that's me. Other people tell me I have a good voice. I don't know. I'm just saying. But yeah, I was afraid of what people would say or think if I started doing this. Now imagine not doing something because of other people's opinion. I allowed other people's unvoiced opinion, because it was all in my head, to make a decision in whether I move forward with what I wanted to do. And the thing is, like, when somebody comes to me to do stuff, like, I'm always, you've seen me, I help, and I'm always doing this and doing that, whatever, helping them set up their business, help them with, in the background, doing stuff and all of that. But for me, I wasn't doing that. So I decided to jump off the ledge. And this is me jumping off the ledge tonight. So Don't get me wrong. I'm probably here pissing my pants right now, or shitting my pants or whatever. But my fear right now is not the fear of other people's opinion or what they may say. My fear right now is failing myself. And that is everybody's fear. Every entertainer, whoever goes out and does things, they're afraid of that. So, I've jumped off the ledge. Thank you all for joining me for those who are here. And, put it in the comment section. Let me know if you've not done something because of what you think somebody else's opinion may be. Because I know I can't be the only crazy one. And killing someone, that doesn't count. But let me know if you've not done something because of what somebody else may say. And, at some point, you get to the point where it's like, you know what, it doesn't matter. If you wake up, somebody's going to have an opinion on you waking up. Somebody's going to have it, whether positive or negative, somebody's going to have an opinion. So I just jump off the ledge. And this is me jumping off the ledge. So thank you for tuning in. My first night, hopefully the first of many more nights to come. I'll build up the courage to come back next Thursday at 9, same time, same place. And so one disclaimer. There will be nights when the program will be too adult for adults based on the topic or topics that we'll be discussing. So for those nights, I'll let you know in advance, give you a heads up, and, keep that in mind if you've got young kids around. But for tonight, it's a little bit tame. It's my first night, growing pains, try working through it and all of that stuff. And don't forget to share the live. Invite a friend to invite a friend. Invite a friend, share. So I see Marcel. Yeah, you always got my back. I see, hey, Charmaine. Oh, Cherise. Hey, Donna. Yeah, I watch you, girl. And you've kind of inspired me a little bit because I've been watching your lives, seeing how you're doing your challenges and all of that stuff. And I've been jumping on and just encouraging you. And I've been kind of doing that for other people just to get my courage up to come out and do this. So that's where I'm at right now. But so I got 3 topics that I want to touch briefly on tonight. And I need you all to participate. You can't just come and watch. You got to, comment. I need your opinions. So my topics for tonight are going to be the first one. And I kind of pick a couple of trending topics because, to start and get my feet wet and all of that stuff. So first topic I am going to be talking about tonight is Squaddy and him ice cream flavor, right? I'm going to touch a little bit on Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, and the Oprah interview. And then my last topic will be the girl who married her step-grandfather. So, that's kind of, I have an issue with that. I don't know. That for me is a red flag. So, hey, Don. Hey, Simone, my little sis in Florida. Thanks for tuning in. So for the Squaddy with his, rum and raisin flavored ice cream. If you haven't seen the video, I won't be showing the video, but You can let a friend show you, you know, what I'm talking about. But Squaddy was just like, yo. And I watched the video because people sent it to me. And I couldn't figure out what the excitement was. Because, I mean, the man an adult, she an adult. So me I wonder if it was because him do it in a work van. Me I wonder if because him in a uniform, or him they just enjoy it too much. Because the man say it tastes like rum and raisin ice cream. I love rum and raisin ice cream, you know. So I don't know if I can go order that again. I don't know. But here's my thing. In our, well, me not say, oh, I'm not talking about Jamaica, because Jamaica, I know, and Canada, I know. So for the last week or two, like the amount of them kind of video that will come out. Some, like, me I wonder if Pornhub got hacked, because I think about 4 of them kind of video that me see in the last week and a half. And the excitement will create over it. Me not understand it. Me not understand it. But, you know, what me want to know is, in a Jamaica, the girls them say them I get it. In a Jamaica, the man them say them nah do it. So, me want to know if a Casper I go on with the girls them. Because who I do it? Who I tell lie? Right? Who I do it and who I tell lie? And why the lie? Why the lie? Why we can't just come out and say, I saw? Why when you argue with somebody, you figure say, the worst thing you can tell a man is that him do oral? Why is that an insult? Everybody grown. Everybody grown, you know. Everybody grown. I know, Simone, me no feel like say the girls them do them one another, you know. Me no feel like say that at all. But people just drop a comment. Let me know. Let me know what I go on. Like, because for the policeman, the only somebody who should have an issue with him, I am wife. Because he married. You can clearly see the wedding ring. And then based upon, you know, the information that will come out after. Yeah. But other than that, me not see what the big deal. Me not see what the big issue, what the excitement I create over upon it. The only people them who supposed to have issue with that are the partners of the people involved in the video. So let me know. Drop a comment. Say, let me know what you think about it. If you see the video, let me know what you think. And if you don't see the video, well, make somebody tell you about the video, because me can't show the video. But yeah, me no see that. The hypocrisy behind that. The hypocrisy behind our Jamaicans and oral, it's just too much. We need to stop. We're in 2021. We're in 2021. And then me hear people are talk about them freaky. Like, me not understand. Me not understand what freaky about it. What freaky about it? It definitely I go blind you, you know, definitely, because I had to take a step back too. So it definitely I go blind you. I had to take a step back too. But I understand. You see, now in a 2021, it's not something new. we not just learn about it. It's about a long time. So we need to stop argue and use it as a thing for say you hurt somebody by telling them, say, hey boy, you do this, or hey girl, you do that. We need to stop it. We need to stop it because it is no longer an insult, because obviously if girls are get it done and the boys them non do it, then man, me sorry for you, because Dopia take on a woman and I go do things with the woman them. So no need for, yeah, we need to stop it. We need to stop it. Yeah, Sharice, that's true. We need to get out of each other's bedroom, whatever in the bedroom need to come out. And you know, Charmaine, me need to see Errol later after the corona done. And me want him to be able to see me. So me not go send it to you if you use a blind Errol, you know. No, me not go send it to you if you use a blind Errol at all. So, but me just did want to touch upon that topic a little bit, because the excitement that was created, like, yo, too much. No, Charmaine, he wasn't in the bedroom. He was in his work van parked up somewhere outside in the sun. Yes, he was outside in his van, catching cool breeze and eating his ice cream and licking his fingers. That's all I'm going to say on that. So, yeah, that video almost blind me, but thank God me have glasses. So I just wanted to touch on that topic. So that, yeah, just wanted to touch briefly on that topic. And like I said, for tonight, I'm just going to touch briefly on a couple of topics. I'm not going to go in depth on them. I'll have other shows where I'll go a little bit more in depth when I'm focusing on one topic for the night. So these ones, they were, you know, high topics for this week, and I wanted to touch on them, give my opinion, see what your opinions are, and, you know, get my feet wet with this live thing and see what happens. So I'm off a Squaddy now, and I'm going to move on to the Oprah's interview with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, because that kind of, you know, that hit a little different for me because of some of the backgrounds of it. So that's what we're going to jump on right now, right? So, I mean, everybody know the situation. Most people have seen the interview and have their opinions about it. Two things I'm going to touch out of all that's been said. Two things that really, like, it bothered me a little bit. One of them is because with the colorism situation, and people are saying, you know, in what I've seen so far from her in her past, she never denied being black. Yes, Cheryl, me know the Raptors are play. They were not winning the last time I checked, but yeah, you can keep me updated with the score. Yeah, so with Meghan Markle, you know, there's a couple of things that I wanted to touch on. One, people say she deserves what she's getting because she's always been able to pass as white, but when she got into the royal family, she finally realized that she's black, based on how them treat her. And I mean, if we were to look at it, taking color out of it, We have a saying in Jamaica where we say, see me and come live with me are two different things. You ever date a man and either the sister not like you or the mother not like you, but you go and hold it and you figure say, then we come around to liking you till you get married and you figure say, maybe now that you get married, then we treat you different. Me know Meghan probably think, because she said her friends told her, but she probably thought that, with Harry and the initial stages of the romance and all of that, she would have been immune from that once she got into the family and, see how she is. Because trust, sometimes you figure say you once you get in at the relationship and if you get to marry the person, then the family will come around. But sometimes the family not come around. Sometimes the mother just hate you just because she feels say you take care of her son and she'll get less. Sometimes if the son are the main breadwinner, the family hate you because them figure say yeah go get what them would I get. You understand? But the comments were like, the comments were not really good at all. And I never know, like looking from the outside, looking in, once a door closed, nobody knows what goes on behind closed door. Nobody knows how and what she had to endure behind closed doors, right? And then I had people say, in relation to her saying that she contemplated suicide and all of those stuff. And people are saying, but you're rich and you married a prince, so you're not nothing to worry about. And the part them I don't understand either. I don't understand how you rich and you marry a prince. Oh, that's supposed to take away from how you would have feel as a person in a situation where you are contemplate killing yourself because of how you're being treated behind the scenes. Like, me not understand the mindset there. I don't like that just like, yo, that part there, that part that take me out because, that hit hard for me. Because growing up in Jamaica and colorism in a full Jamaican culture, and not new, because when we have with high color people, even within your own same family, if you're considered too black, then they might not like you because you're too black. And in a Meghan situation, like, I've never heard her not declare that she prefer her. I mean, she grew up with her mother. She never grew up with her father. So yes, she go prefer her mother. But even her sister go jump out and I have words for say and I write book and all of them something there. Like, oh, you go write book about a sister where you don't know, see for 18, 19, 20 years. Why you could have know about that sister? What could you know about that sister? If you go write something, to speak on about that sister. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. And then watching Meghan's situation, I mean, I have it in my family. because, again, some are high color and some dark. And I know that, and that happens. And then I think it was a day or two after seeing, or was it was within the same time frame of seeing Meghan's interview. I was watching a program, and most people know the Jamaican singer Chuck Fender. Now he's got a project coming out soon. And he was on a program with Simone, and she was interviewing him for his project that he had coming out. And she asked him about his mother. And literally, just that question, asking him, I forgot the exact question. It was something in the vein of, what does your mother think? Or something along that line. Because you come out with something. And I mean, even at my old age, no matter what me do, my mother have my back. You just expect that from your mother. And Simone asked Chuck Fender about his mother. The man literally started crying on camera during the interview. And him couldn't finish the interview. He could not finish that interview. And I'll wrap it into how it relates to the Meghan Markle situation in a bit. So Simone did another interview with Chuck Fender and asked him, why he had that reaction and why he could not complete the interview. And he said because he ended up crying like a baby on the floor. And then within himself, he felt that he was weak for crying. Like he thought that made him weak in his eyes of his fans because he started crying on live camera, on TV. Right? And I mean, men crying for me is not a weakness, and that's a topic we'll discuss in a later show. But he said he ended up crying, bawling like a baby on the floor, and that's why he couldn't continue the first interview. Now listen to this. Chuck Fender is an internationally known artist, good singer in Jamaica. And the man only have picture of his mother. That's how him know what she look like. Right? And she not dead. She's alive and well and living in the US. Right? Chuck Fender said he was born in New York, and at the age of 6 months, his mother carried him go give his grandmother. 6 months, she carried him go give his grandmother and left him in Jamaica. Right? And the next time he saw her, I think he said he was 3 years old. That was the last time he saw his mother in person at age 3. He has a brother that the mother kept with her in the USA, and she grew that brother, right? He has not seen his mother since. And don't ask about him father because him don't know him father. Him don't know him father. Now, Simone brought on his aunt to discuss the issue. The aunt said, why the mother don't have any dealings and drop off Chuck Fender with the grandmother was because Chuck Fender was too black. Because the mother, again, is high color. And the baby was too black for her because she no feel that she should have had such a dark child. So she leave her child and never look back. And even now, as a grown man, reaching out to his mother, she does not really want to have that mother-son relationship with him because of him color. She has an excellent relationship with the other brother because she grew the other brother, because the other brother browner than Chuck. Now imagine growing up, right? Knowing your mother is alive, not knowing your father, and your mother don't want you because of your color. Like what? How does that affect you mentally? And there's a lot of people in Jamaica that are like that. Like I remember growing up in some parts of my family is like, oh yeah, we don't like him because he's too dark. Or remember, them always I said nothing black, nothing too black, never go there. Like we just need to stop. And that ties back in with the Meghan Markle situation. Like that meant the mental health. Being in a situation knowing that because of something that you have no control over. No control over. You can't control whether you're black or you're white. I said you're born. And even if you go bleach, trust me, you still not go catch your color properly, so it not even make sense to spoil up your skin. I saw you're born. So it was just like, for me, it was just, it hit close to home a little bit because I know some of my family dynamics with my high color family members and the mental health aspect of it and how people just don't have sympathy. People don't have sympathy for somebody who you would think that, yes, they're better off than me in life. You have more money. Yeah. You marry a prince. Yeah. You live in a big house. Yeah. But at the end of the day, when it comes on to your mental health, who is better off? Me? Well, me not have to worry about anybody. I worry about me about my color or what color my pitney are going to turn out to be. Are you who have all the things that you could want in life, and yet you have to deal with that? But Colleen, you see how that is like that at the end of the day, the pitney are growing. The pitney are grow. And hey Nana, thanks for checking in. Hey Sandra. At the end of the day, the pitney are grow. And you are creating, I wouldn't say a monster, but what that kid has to think about and what that kid has to marinate on and how it affects that person and how it affects them in a relationship further down the line. Some people don't know how to parent because they never had a parent. Some people don't know how to be proper adult. Again, because of how we grew up and because of things that society put upon we. Society said this and, like something is just, sometimes you sit down and look and, me include myself in it because some of the things them were me here growing up, me do growing up, me say growing up. It's just your environment. Adjust your environment and You live where you grow. You grow where you know, sometimes it's nature over nurture. And sometimes I know people say, oh, you know, so when me a 10-year-old, this happened to me and it still affect me here at age 40 or 50 or 60. And then you say to yourself, say, at which point do you heal yourself? Because if something happened to you at age 10, you can't make it kill you at age 40 or 50. At some point, we have to work on ourselves. At some point, we have to change our mindset. We have to change some of the things we learned growing up. Cause trust me, especially if you're in my age bracket, some of the things we learned growing up was no joke. No joke, none at all. None at all, none at all, none at all. You know, Cheryl, I don't know why people think that, but as me say, Meghan might think that, you know, outwardly, it might not show up. You know, they might, I don't know. See, me, I can't live with me are two different things. So, because they might have shown her, hey, girl, how you doing? Come on in, da-da-da-da-da, all is well, all is good. And, you know, once she got in and seen all the restrictions, and then, you know, those questions come up. And then when you're free, in terms of when you're an independent person, that you're used to doing things on your own. You can have lunch with your girlfriend. You can pick up the phone and call this person, or pick up the phone and call that person. And then to all of a sudden be told that, no, you can't do this, or no, we have to do that, or no, it plays a trick on you. It affects your mind. And in the interview, she said that there were times when she was by herself. Like, she was the only person there, and the only person, like, as soon as her husband walked through the door, she started crying. Now, imagine you coming home to that. Imagine you coming home to that. And then if she asked for help and people are like, oh, but she could have called a psychiatrist and she could have called it. You know how many poor people suffer in shame, never mind rich people, never mind royalty. How many poor people suffer in shame? Because they're afraid to reach out for help, because they're afraid of what people will say when they reach out for help, right? Imagine if you have status now, and the thing that affects you is looked on as a weakness. And within your status, you can't show weakness. That means, who do you ask for help? Discreetly, wherein you can get your help and it won't be put out, say, yes, you did check into rehab or all of them other stuff. You know, so just wanted to touch on that a little bit, because I know within our community, and it still happens. Poor people are deal with it, and rich people are deal with it. And, you know, yes, Simone, like, she had to ask for permission to speak to a therapist, and she never got that permission. So it's a little bit hard, but we'll continue to send prayers for her, or spirituals, and whatever it is that will get her through. She seems a bit more settled in the interview, a little bit more free. So we'll see what happens. So I want to shout out Colleen. Hey, So Colleen is an old high school friend of mine. We went to high school together. Hey, Nana, how you doing? I got your book. Read some of your poems. Girl, we got to talk. Because some of them poems. Ooh, baby. Hey, Siobhan. Thanks for checking in. Hope your show went well because I know you had yours at 9 as well. And yeah, I couldn't jump on because I was over here. So, anyways, thanks for checking in. Thanks for spending your time with me. I have one more topic to discuss. This one kind of grossed me out a little bit. Yeah, it kind of grossed me out a little bit. Because, and I've put the topic up. That grossed me out. Because, as you can see, it says she married her step-grandfather. So, this lady, she's in, she's in Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Let me see if I can bring that up. Yeah, she's in Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And bye Colleen, thanks for checking in. We'll talk later. So her grandmother died a few years ago. So backstory. The grandmother was a wealthy lady in Utah. And the grandmother married a younger guy. So the grandfather's name is Robert Sr. The grandmother's name is Rosemary. Rosemary, at the age of 42, in 1975, married Robert, who was 22. Okay? All right. They were married for a while, had a good marriage because they married in 1975 and Rosemary died in 1997. So they had a good 20-odd year run, right? Okay. So Rosemary died in 1997. Rosemary didn't like her daughter. So she didn't want to leave her estate to her daughter. She wanted to leave it to the granddaughter. Oh, Jesus. Anyways, the grandmother stated that in order for the granddaughter to inherit the estate, she had to marry the grandfather, right? So Mary, who I have on screen, is the granddaughter. She married Robert Sr., so the grandmother died in 1997. She married Robert Sr. in 1998. They have a son now and all is well. But she says, and she claims that they don't sleep in the same room. They have different lives and all of that kind of stuff. But I don't have a problem with the age issue. I can deal with the age. If that works for you, I don't have a problem with the age issue. Right, Cherise? I don't have a problem with the age issue. But what I'm stuck on is marrying your grandmother's husband. Now, if we're looking at the age difference, Robert is 20 years older than Mary, the granddaughter, his now current wife. Robert was married to the grandmother for over 20 years. So Robert would have helped to raise Mary, right? Just Robert would have helped to raise Mary. Mary would have looked at Robert initially as her grandfather because he married to her grandmother. And this is all on the mother's side. So hold on. Okay, Cheryl, let's say it slow. All right, let me break it down. Rose married the grandmother at age 42 in 1975, married Robert Sr., who was 22 years old at the time. So in 1975, she married Robert, right? Okay. Rosemary died in 1997. Rosemary wrote that in order for Mary, the granddaughter, to inherit the estate, Mary had to marry Robert. So by then, Robert would have been, so he got married at 22. They were married for about 22 years. So by then, Robert would have been 42 years old. Mary, the granddaughter, now would have been 22, marrying her grandmother's husband. I'm just stuck on the EBGBs off marrying my grandmother's husband. That's what me stuck on. That part there? Yeah. No, that part there? Because even though it's not her blood, I still her grandfather. Growing up, that was who she would have called grandfather. Right? Yeah. When me read that, me say, no. And she is now on, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. She's on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. She's one of the members on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I am just like, I got the heebie-jeebies. I really and truly have the heebie-jeebies over that one. But yeah. So, do you really think of that? Did I go on? Or she just do it because that's how she would have get the estate? Because remember, the grandmother didn't want to give Mary's mother the estate. So who would I get it? Who would I get it? Because they're looking at it as an arranged marriage type situation, right? That's how them I look upon it. But I mean, I know, yeah, man. It just EBGBs for me. It just EBGBs for me. Just EBGBs. Just EBGBs. No, me not like it at all. So tell me what you think. Like, money entrapment. Money entrapment. Oh God, Leah, no, me not like it at all. It just never sit well with me. Not sit well at all. Anyways, those were my topics for the night. And so let me know what you thought of the topic. Let me know what you think of the program. Like I said, if you weren't here from the beginning, just to recap, I will occasionally have other guests on virtually, of course. I would We'll be talking to business owners and talking to different people, get them on, talk about their business. We'll have different topics that I'll discuss as the weeks go by. So look out for my flyer, look out for my banner, see what's coming up. And I mentioned that there's a giveaway. I have a giveaway. So my Infinity Oil, which I do sell as a part of my Detox with BB business, one of my TLC products. It is my moisturizer that I use on a daily. It is 100% immune oil. So it's purple is my favorite color, girl. Purple is my favorite color. So yeah, 100% immune oil, really, really good. So I will be giving this away. So just give me a minute. I just got to get my names in my wheel here. And I think I have everybody. So participation was your entry. Incest entrapment, Cheryl. Incest entrapment. Anyway, so now I'm going to do my giveaway. And I think I got everybody who commented. I think I got everybody. Oh, yes, I should have had it. One more. Just bear with me, people. You know what I mean? Want to do everything right now until I have a producer. When things get little big and, little producing people come in and them can help me out with a little thing. Yeah. So I am just checking back to make sure I have everybody who commented and stuff. Just, yeah. Okay. So I think I've got everybody in share screen, and we're doing wheel of names. So I've got the names in, and I am going to pick the winner of the immune oil. So let's see. Hey! Oh, Colleen. Okay. So Colleen will be getting the Infinity Oil. And yeah, so I know where she lives, so I'll drop it off for her. And, yes. So again, to all of you who tuned in, who commented, who gave me support, who cheered me on, thank you. You could have been anywhere else. You could have done anything else. But for the last hour, you chose to be here with me. So for that, I thank you. So if you've got topics that you'd like me to discuss, if you've got businesses that you'd like me to promote, feel free to DM me and let me know. I'll look into them, build something around it, and go from there. I'm also looking to talk to entrepreneurs, sex workers, gay couples, people who are in relationships that society doesn't consider to be normal. So reach out to me if you know people that, would be willing to come on and discuss those things. So thanks for taking the time out. It was fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I didn't pee my pants. I didn't piss myself. And the replay for this will be on my YouTube channel, which is titled Chit Chat with Berniebella. So go over, subscribe, and let's get this thing going. So thanks for tuning in. You have a good night, all. We will see you again next Thursday, 9 p.m. right here, Facebook Live. Thank you. Take care. Enjoy. See you later. Bye-bye.